Bless the Lord, on my soul, and all that's within me. Bless his holy and righteous name. I just want to say this, and I want to encourage people out here. No matter your test, God tests us, especially when we have a special purpose on this earth. Everybody don't have the same purpose. Some people, destiny is greater than others, which is okay. Your destiny is your destiny. It doesn't matter who's this. Some people feel like they have to have somebody else's destiny. Those are ignorant people, because you can't have nobody else's destiny. God will allow the devil to come in to test you and to see what you would do, whether you would put money, greed, or whatever things before God, and he'll test our heart. A lot of times God put people in our lives, they're tests. And a lot of times people fail the test because God will send people that love you, that be there for you, that truly been there for you. And then, you go along and deceive them. Well, you think you do. But it's all just a test that God put in place, so that you can know that God is God, that he decides the beginning and the ending of all man life. People think they can kill people, murder people, however you want to put it, and think it's okay. And like they're in control. God allowed that because that's going to be great. Your end will be greater, because when I say greater, I mean really, really bad, because you think you are God. And I'm saying this kind of like to encourage people. Be who God created you to be. Don't try to be nobody else. Don't let the devil deceive you and make you think that, you can have somebody else's destiny. That's a lie from the pit of hell that have deceived so many people into allowing people to think. The devil just make you think you going somewhere in life. And then he'll drop that floor right out from under you. All that you claim that you built end up being nothing. All that you put that energy and time in is nothing. Just a ignorance, and it's sad when I see how that God will let you see other people's destiny and what God want them to be, and then you see them just go a whole nother way and miss God, miss their destiny, sell out on what God wanted to give them, and what God was going to give them was greater than they can ever imagine, but they chose another way. Stay on the path that God put you on. Don't desire or covet somebody else's gift, because you can never fulfill that gift, because you wasn't purposed to fulfill that gift. And the gifts of God work through love, compassion, empathy. If you don't have those things, you will never fulfill those gifts. You can use witchcraft or whatever you want to use to masquerade the truth about who you really are. But God allowed people around to see you, and they just look, and question you, and then you answer with a lie. All those lies build up, and it's sad that people have to go to that point in life to not to even feel like God not seeing and hearing everything that they say, and to think they're greater than God, to think that, I can get this little car, I can get all this temporary stuff. That's the bad part about it. A lot of times they have to rob somebody, some crime, to get what they got. I don't want nothing that I have to have by hurting nobody else. That's not me. I don't want to live a fake life. That's not me. What you see is what you get. Whether you like it or not, I am who I am. What I'm not going to do, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be deceitful. I'm going to live the life that God told me to live. I'm not going to sit up here and say, I don't drink and I know I drink. Or I don't sleep around and I know I sleep around. If I said I was sleeping around, I say I was doing it. I don't need nobody with a bunch of lies to assume who I am through their lies, or to see the deception of, when you have exes that want to get together and call themselves trying to, talk about you and a bunch of lies. And I want to make this very clear. When I married my husband, I did not sleep with my ex. So if that lies out there, I want you to know I never slept with my ex once I married. So whoever spreading whatever lie y'all want to spread your lie. But I made it very clear. So whatever lie you chose to believe, that's yours. But I'm making this very, very clear that whoever telling these lies, I speak divine judgment be served upon them, and I speak a curse over them and their whole family line. I have that right to do that. You know, you don't have the authority, but I do, because God gave me that authority. Remember, God made darkness and light. He made the devil. You chose to serve him. That's your problem. But I chose to serve God. But I just wanted to say that people, be who God created you to be. You're beautiful standing in the place he put you. You can't stand in somebody else's shoes. You can't be somebody else. I don't care what kind of witchcraft you work. You know, it's sickening for people to think they above God, you know, but you know, that's their own delusion. You have to let people in their delusions to stay there, people in their lives, let them stay there. It's okay. Don't waste your time, your energy with those kind of people, because they're ignorant to the fact of God. They don't know who God really is, because this is the bad part about them. You know, they'll conjure up all these demons, these evil spirits, like they doing something, and they not doing nothing, because what's so bad about that is those evil spirits that they conquered up, those spirits go back to them. And you conquer up a death spirit, that death spirit will come back to you and your whole family lying. Not just you, because you conquered up that spirit. It will wipe your whole family line out. And I've seen this with families right now. A lot of their family lines was taken out because of people doing witchcraft on God's people. You can't do that. And I keep telling you people this over and over again. Energy. Witchcraft is energy. Paper. You could touch a piece of paper. You could feel the paper breathing. That's energy. It has to go back. It don't dissolve. It goes back to you. If a child of God is serving God, you send something toward them, it's going to come back. And the bad part about it, a lot of you all have stuff that God been holding for over 30 years that's coming back to you all. And it's sad that every day that you done evil, you got to pay for every one of those days. Your children, grandchildren. This is the part that vexes me so much, how people do this. Doesn't realize it affects your whole family line. But listen, I'm not going to talk too much longer. I just wanted to put this out here. And I'm trying to get you all understanding. Just don't do it. Whatever you do, don't do it, y'all. Because I know what I'm talking about. I know what God revealed to me. So you all have a blessed day.